What's going on, guys? I'm doing my review for The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 7, Promise is Broken. I'm going to try to talk loud. Mostly everything that was going on in it interested me, apart from Leah and Daryl. Their story, of course, is still just hate it. You know, the Reaper story for the most part. But let's see. So we open up with Negan, Maggie, Father Gabriel in the woods, and they decide that they need the little bit of edge, I guess, to defeat the Reapers because they've lost so many people. So they decide to do the Whisperers tactic, go the Whisperer route, which I like because that's probably realistically how it works. I mean, if you go against somebody in a war and see they're using better tactics than you, then yeah, you're probably going to adopt those tactics. I mean, even not all of their tactics, of course, or their methods, but that one was effective. So yeah, I like to see realistically that they adopted that. And we get some funny lines from Negan at the beginning, and he felt more. I don't know if I want to say more like Negan in this one. I mean, because he's Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a great actor, but you've kind of lost some of the funny lines, I think, just due to what's been going on, and you do get some more of his little jokey lines in here. So he says he wants to make a promise with Maggie in front of the goddamn priest. Funny saying that in front of the priest. And you get a line from him. He says, "I'm a man of my word," which makes me think back to, I forget whenever he had said that. I think it was during the season 7 premiere or something like that. But he says, he's a man of his word, and that's why he has to kill Glenn. Um, and then Negan and Maggie, though, it was very interesting to see them paired up at first, and you felt the tension. But now that that's kind of coming loose, it feels a little weird. I didn't really get too many sexual tension vibes like I did before. In that one, in the last episode, I think, or the episode before. Um, but it just still seems strange that they would resolve their issue. I mean, considering what happened, he murdered her husband brutally right in front of her. But granted, it's been years ago, and it does seem like we never got to that point in the show. I think or in the comic where Maggie forgave Negan, but it does seem like that will get to that point if we're not already there in the show, where they do fully forgive each other. Which I guess it's earned. It's been building up, but it just still some of the dialogue between them feels weird. Like I just don't think that Maggie would really give him the time of day. But they are forced to interact because there is nobody else, you know, but Negan really to help her. Especially with this whisper thing, I like how they had um, Negan, since he learned from the Whisperers how to do the Whisper mask and make that stuff. I like that they didn't just all know how to do it. I'm glad they paid enough attention to detail that. Oh no, Negan actually went through that. He's the only one who would know how to do something like that. So that was good too. Let's see. And then I was so excited whenever I saw this. We see the princess and Ezekiel, whatever. I guess they did a little skip their court thing or whatever. I think we'll still see the courtroom or whatever. That'll be cool. I want to see it. But I guess their punishment, Eugene and the princess, and Ezekiel's punishment was to have to clear out walkers in certain areas. And we see Sebastian walk by with his girlfriend, his picnic basket, everything, which just, of course, is so out of place compared to everything that's going on around him. I loved it. Loved it in the comic books, too. And Mercer just kind of trudging along, hating his life. Camera's getting a little out of focus. We still need to see more of the Commonwealth, though. Again, I'll say it in every time, bro, we see the Commonwealth until we actually get like a standout shot, or I don't know, the front gates of the Commonwealth or whatever. Just how does this work? How does this work? I still need to see that. Um, let's see. I'm just reading off my notes here. Uh, I like Negan's line to Maggie whenever she's like, this isn't supposed to be fun. And then Negan's like, well, yeah, it's not going to be fun, not with that attitude, and he's just smiling and happy. Really felt like the Negan that you enjoy. Um, with Leah and Daryl, I felt like some of their scenes had a blue filter over it, right? Is that just me? I don't know why that is. But or maybe it's the whole. I felt like that in previous episodes, but it's like they're doing a blue filter in some scenes, if not all of them. It's very strange, but it's fine. I mean, it's something different visually, Uh, change it up, I guess. As long as they don't go Fear the Walking Dead with everything just washed out. Oh, no color, that sucks. You see Daryl and Leah walk around this lake. Have we seen this lake before? Wasn't this lake back in season 7? I swear some of these locations are way overused, just kind of way too on the nose, but maybe not. But yeah, same thing with Pope's fortress, though, that I said about the Commonwealth. We need to see, what does it look like. The parts that we've seen of it, it looks like Alexandria, or it looks like Woodbury or Terminus or something. It's just, it's always interesting to see the different bases in that, like, Hilltop, Alexandria, the Kingdom. They're all very different for the most part, and they've kind of seemed to just drop caring about that. I don't know, budget issue, or who knows. And then I like the whole thing with Father Gabriel. We had some people had predicted this before, but because Pope's group is religious, maybe he would have a hard time with that. And I like how he finds out that they're religious. The guy's like, give me sight, Father, or something for whatever he was trying to see in the woods. And Father Gabriel hears that, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, he goes back to Maggie and says he didn't see anybody, because he chooses not to kill the guy because he's religious, and that's hitting home with him because he's religious as well. So let's see. I really like Yumiko's brother's character, even though I feel like it's a little bit selfish that he's a surgeon and he's not helping people, because it's not like, I don't believe there would likely be another surgeon who could do his job. So he's, a little bit selfish with that, but I mean, it's the end of the world and all that. So I guess you're kind of allowed to, but I really do like that actor who plays Yumiko's brother just a few times that we've seen him. And I like their interactions together for the most part. They feel real and good. But it's funny, her parents, we came to find out, they're like the stereotypical Asian parents, I guess, where they were very hard on Yumiko and her brother, and putting their nose in school books, and that's why they're both so successful, but he's just kind of over it. So it's, you kind of resonate more with it and get it. And then, let's see, I got some crap about Leah and Daryl scenes, but I don't even care. Let's just say they're all trash. I don't care about it at all. I thought that Negan had said this. I backed it up a little because I couldn't quite understand, but he said, "I'm not a robot, which is just a nice, I don't know, just get another good line by Negan. But because I don't know, it's just nice to have. I brought up that she is Maggie Reed because Quinn's wife, so I like that line. And then I think Maggie also said to him that she's Maggie Reed, or no, she said it to Gregory. But anyway, I like Negan's speech to Maggie too when he's talking about, the world's different now. There's less people in it to protect and all that, so it's not the same as it was before. Which is true, because I mean, the world, just in real life, for people, and that is different for them in the show and for us in real life. But also, the show is just different too, because it's lacking so many characters. It really does feel different, It really does. So I do like his speech, and him being realistic. Like, if you, so you're saying if you had to go back and do it, you would have done it differently. No, I would have done it differently. I would have killed all of you. Just realistic, because you kind of expect him to be like, no, I wouldn't kill Glenn. I would just kill Abraham or something like that. But he's like, I got to be honest with I'd kill all of you. Kill Rick, and so he couldn't win the war. It's pretty funny. And then, okay, so this was my favorite part of the episode, of course, because I'm a big comic fan, and of course it's disappointing that we couldn't get some tension with Rick in this, because I always said it would be so cool whenever you see Sebastian to see him meet up with Rick, because spoilers for the comics, Sebastian kills Rick in the comics, which is crazy, this little twerp of a kid. But it was a great scene. So Eugene was the one who runs up to Sebastian and kills the walkers around him and pisses him off, which is fitting because Sebastian kind of is like a bully, I guess, but not really. He's not really like an intimidating bully. But still, to see Eugene stand up to somebody was nice. Just because, Eugene's definitely the guy who used to get picked on. And just to see him take charge like that and stand up for his girl as well, when Sebastian calls her a bitch, stupid bitch or something, Stephanie, if it is the real Stephanie, who knows? I think it's definitely leading to the black girl being the real Stephanie because she seemed very concerned. She was like the receptionist that Yumiko was talking to. It's just very strange. Couldn't imagine what's going on there. Like if the Stephanie that Eugene is with was bad or seemed like an asshole, then I could get it. But she seems fine too. So I don't think that there's a swap there. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but I guess, like that they turned the storyline from the comics where she was drawn weird, um, has come to life in the show in a certain way, where she was drawn black at one point and white at another point. How they're turning that into something, I don't know what, but we'll see. But anyway, yeah, Eugene and Sebastian go back and forth. Mercer comes over. He's yelling at Mercer, which is one of my favorite things from the comic. Seeing Mercer get yelled at like that, and I really like the actor who plays Mercer as well. So yeah, it was just great. Super excited to see more of Sebastian, and it was a huge surprise too because I hadn't seen anything about this actor getting casted in the news or any of that like we have with Lance or Pamela Milton. And Lance's actor, I think he does good too. He's such a little shit too. Whenever he's like, "Oh, you don't know who that is? Like, really, dude? You think we care?" But yeah, that was all just great. Only thing it was missing, like I said, was more comic characters, but I think it was fine having Eugene in that role. And then I said, I have a note that says, no, they're redeeming Leah because Leah is like reluctant to kill the people in the woods with Daryl. And she doesn't. She feels bad. Goes against Pope's orders, so it seems more like they'll redeem her. Although, Daryl loses almost everybody he cares about, so maybe she'll end up getting killed. Let's fucking hope so by the end of this storyline. But yeah, it seems like they're redeeming her old fucking boy. And yeah, the stuff with Maggie being the whispers, leading the herd. I feel like they needed more people to herd that many walkers. But I guess not. Whatever, it's fine. They just didn't have that many people. And I do like the reveal with Elijah's sister being in the herd. It's pretty dark, pretty brutal. They are the Walking Dead. They're walking with them. So that was great. And I think that's about it. Yeah, overall, no real complaints about the episode. They're all crap that I just don't care about, and it's really heating up with the Commonwealth. Oh, and Eugene gave away the location of Alexandria, it seems like, which I don't blame him. I mean, at this point, honestly, the cell looked really like claustrophobic and packed. I couldn't stand to be in there. So yeah, he's giving up the location. Can't wait to see all the storylines start to take place at the Commonwealth. And I'll probably get this Reaper. I don't know if we'll get the Reaper story out of the way next episode. So I think next episode is the one of the finales because there's three, finales, three split parts. So I guess we'll just have to see, or I'll have to check up on that. But yeah, overall, really good episode. One of my favorites, if not my favorite, from the season, especially the Sebastian scene. Just took it over the top for me. Awesome stuff. Just looks so out of place with this picnic basket and everything. But anyway, I don't want to repeat myself too much or ramble on. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.